Hey there, Emily here, and I am going to be running through the different descriptions of each of our characters for our 2020 Christmas program. Our Christmas program is entitled Do Not Be Afraid. And here are the different descriptions of our characters and the different scenes as well. You will note in your purple folder that I have given you, or you will have received, that it's divided up into 12 scenes. In the very first, and I'm going to go, scene by scene and character by character, so it's easier for you maybe to follow this little video, okay? All right, so in scene 1, when the world feels scary, this is a scene designed for one child or two children and a grown-up. And so think of this as like getting ready for bed, or the world is winding down in your home, and children would be wearing their pajamas and parents would be getting ready, or family would be getting ready to do bedtime stuff. And so that's what that first scene is. Scene number 2 is Mary and the angel Gabe, or Gabriel, for his real name. And this is going to take place in preferably someone's living room or kitchen. Mary is scurrying around, getting things ready for maybe a meal, or maybe she's dusting or sweeping the floor. And then Gabe just sort of enters in and taps her on the shoulder. Kind of a surprise. So that's scene 2, Mary the favored one, with Mary and the angel Gabe. I would prefer to have an older girl, like somewhere between 9 and 12, play Mary this time, to be a little more accurate with how old Mary was. Mary was probably 12 or 13. In scene 3, it's Mary visiting her cousin Elizabeth. And we don't have to have the same Mary. This allows for our kids, our girls, to be able to be spread out and do different roles. But Mary would still need to be a younger girl, and then an older female. So a mom, an older sibling, an aunt, cousin that's older would play Elizabeth. And this would be taking place in probably a living room, where Mary's bursting in. She's so excited. Elizabeth is just about to have a baby, and she brings her a present. And it can be modernized. And then Elizabeth is sitting up with her feet propped up, eating something strange like pregnant women would, like a pile of pickles or a big bucket of ice cream with a huge spoon. Embellish it the way you want. Scene 4 is when the angel visits Joseph. We don't know the name of the angel that visits Joseph, so it could be anybody. And then in scene 5, we go back to a child talking with a grown-up about things. And this is scene 5 is tough questions. So the kid that plays this is somebody who thinks outside the box, likes to ask the big, harder questions. And then the adult is someone who can handle that child answering those types of questions. These people can be getting ready for bed too, or just, having a conversation in the living room, family room, kitchen, whatever is easiest. Season 6. We're not having multiple seasons of this. Scene 6 is when Caesar Augustus makes his proclamation, and that's going to be one adult male talking to a group. Scene 7 is when Mary and Joseph arrive in Bethlehem, and they will have their donkey. Donkey could be a small child dressed up like one, or if you have a dog, you can lead the dog, or if any of you have a donkey, which I don't think you do, that would be awesome. So Mary is really tired at this point. She's super pregnant, about ready to have that baby. Joseph is trying to be the best husband, best dad he could possibly be, and the donkey is being a donkey. Scene 8 is is another child and adult scene. So, and this child is just like, no, hold on, wait a second, what's going on with this? Really starting to wonder what this whole story is truly about, and the adult is trying their best to answer all the questions. Scene 9, the shepherds hear the good news. Now for this one, we're going to have a bunch of kids all at the same time, and we're going to have 3 main shepherds. And hate to typecast, but preferably boys, just because back in Jesus's day, it was all boys. I don't care if there are girls as shepherds. I'm totally open to that. And we have one angel messenger. This person needs to be strong in their talking and ready and confident and just like, come on, I want to get your attention type of thing. Angel chorus is nice and sweet. And then the sheep, cover your ears, with like earmuffs or something. Get ready to baa. There is a lot of baaing in this. And then our stars we're going to have for our littlest ones. And they are going to end the scene saying, twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. That'll be very cute. Scene 10 is the Magi and King Herod. In here, this one, we are actually going to film this outside. And I've got that all put together, or I will have that all put together. But it's going to be 3 Magi or 4 Magi. We don't really know the number, but 3 gifts is where they get that. And King Herod is definitely an adult, and he's kind of slimy, kind of gross type of thing. Mean. Scene 11 is called This Is Just the Beginning, and this is the child is starting to get sleepy. The adult is totally worn out from all of these questions, but very curious about where their conversation has gone and where it's led them. And so totally fine with where it all has been, but they're both tired. You're getting ready for Christmas. And then scene 12 is Mary Gets the Last Word, which is basically her song, or what they call Mary's Magnificat. And this is in the first chapter of Luke. And this is an opportunity for our entire cast to do this together. It could be one Mary, or it could be everybody saying it together. And then our final scene, which is not listed in here, is going to be everybody wishing our St. Luke world, our broader world, because we are going to be including kids from other churches to help smaller congregations experience a Christmas program this year. Or maybe they don't have the opportunity to typically do one because they don't have enough kids to do things like this. So that you might see some different faces. But this is a chance for everybody to say, hey, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and all of that. So that'll be scene 13, which is not listed in your script. And during one of those, during our recording on December 6th is when we will do that. So that was a very quick run through of scenes 1 through 12 with character descriptions. I will be assigning the roles here this week, so then the kids can get practicing. What are our practice schedules like? So Saturday, Saturday, November 14th at 9 a.m. on Zoom are scenes 1 through 6. I will basically be walking the kids and adults or youth through each of their scenes, going over some tips. If there is somebody ready to film and they want to get that done, we will do that. This is all going to get spliced together. So that's only scenes 1 through 6 on November 14th. On November 21st, we will be doing scenes 7 through 12. The biggest scene with the most people, and scenes 7 through 13 actually, are scenes 9 and scenes 13. So we'll want a full cast to kind of run through those things. We'll spend most of our time on scene 9 and scene 13 on November 21st, also at 9 a.m. And then on December 6th is when, if you don't have the capability of filming this yourself, is when we will do recordings of things. So please let me know if you have questions. Read or watch this video a couple of times to get your bearings on what we're going to do. And it'll be a lot of fun. If you have questions about costumes, or if you need help with costumes, let me know. Sheep would need just earmuffs, maybe a little black nose or pink nose. Shepherds, towel with a rope. Mary can look cute, but kind of peasanty, and same with Joseph. And Elizabeth, it doesn't have to be biblically accurate. It can be, this is what they might look like now because we're using what we've got. And then for the final scene, maybe cute Christmassy type of thing would work. Stars, if you have little headbands with little doolies on them, or if you have kitty cat ears, those are sparkly. However sparkly you can get for a star. Perfect. Angels, make a little pipe cleaner halo on top of a headband. Probably gold will show up best on this type of video. And then if you're a child playing one of those child grown-up scenes in your PJs, make sure that they are fine for video. So something cute, maybe Christmas pajamas, that works. So there you go. Christmas program 2020 style. Fun. So fun. So fun.